Nick had an entire class doing this, and it was amazing. People pushed back, no way, oh no, I can't do that, I can't. And the person who kept saying, I can't.
Big guy just like, no.
Yep.
Girls are like, oh, okay, let's do it.
It was unbelievable. You saw the egos in the room. It was just very cool. But within a minute or so, it started. They were cheering. They were having fun with it. They were telling heavy, light, heavy, light. We didn't tell them to do that. It was amazing. Now that's just an average membership, right? Like I said, these guys are gonna go home. Can you imagine when they went home and said, honey, you're not gonna believe what we did at the gym today in my crazy class. We threw these things at each other and they were heavy and people were cheering, and that's what ended up happening. The following month, we put a kettlebell swing as a progression in one of the stations. It was necessary. So to me, I'm thinking, how the heck can we implement the kettlebell swing, because we haven't taught it yet. We can't assume everyone knows how to do it. We introduced it in this very playful manner. Everyone who does box fit knows how to do a proper kettlebell swing now. And no one hurts their back. No one leaves this gym saying, oh, kettlebells hurt me. Not here, they won't. Not because we taught them how to do a swing though. We just had them implement it in this manner. Go!
Heavy. Light, heavy.
You can do it 2 hands, 1 hand, whatever you're comfortable with. Now let's talk about the kettlebell swing. How do we actually teach that? How do we teach what you just did instinctually? Who teaches kettlebell swings? Do you teach them? How do you teach? I'm completely green. I've had 4 back surgeries. Kettlebells hurt me. What do you do? How do you even stop me off?
Well, I always talk about finding a way that is challenging, because if you're not going to use that,
yeah,
you're not going to get the right technique down.
Yeah.
Be able to be efficient. Be able to feel what it actually feels like to decelerate the bell.
Okay.
So get just the proper stance, almost like a deadlift position at the bottom.
Okay.
You don't want to be squatty.
Yep.
Lower your hamstrings.
Do you use a kettlebell?
Or use one?
Yep. When you do that?
It's been a long time since I had a client.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'll make them do a deadlift with the kettlebell.
Got it. Okay.
Just so they feel what it feels like.
All right.
Position.
So you don't do a kettlebell swing to teach the kettlebell swing as a first progression. All right, you guys get that? He's not teaching a kettlebell swing to teach a kettlebell swing as a first progression. Because if you're teaching the swing, why would you teach the swing as the first progression? What did we just do for the past half hour? Swing. That was the right answer though. In a session, if you're going to teach the kettlebell swing, you don't do it by teaching a kettlebell swing, right? Because then it's the exercise. It's not the essence of the movement pattern. Like where does your body go through? It decelerates. It has to be aware, especially if you're doing hand-to-hand swings. You really have to be aware. I just taught you, had you do a kettlebell swing for half hour, but I didn't teach you. There's a difference. I can actually implement a movement without teaching the exercise and get greater success. Is 35 pounds too heavy for you? Is 50 pounds? I have no idea. I could test you for 2 hours and never get to the end of your potential. I will never know. I now know. Oh, I know a really good place to start. I know what you're capable of. I know your strengths. I know some of your weaknesses. I know how hungry you are for this. You can see that in someone just by giving them an exercise that instills, what am I going to say, the necessity for technique. So I instilled the necessity by virtue of giving you this game to play. I just taught you proper kettlebell swing technique.